Broke the machine gun.
Don't break the machine gun.
Someone's got to carry the saw.
I'm still trying to get over the fact he said military and then Navy.
Hey, listen, the guy, they told me, that, I asked one guy, that used to be down on Canal Street, there used to be military surplus, but now there's no more military surplus. I don't understand.
It's all over in Ukraine.
That's what I understand. We equipped Al-Qaeda.
Well, what would you need to get at the surplus store?
I bought a military crank-up tower, from a guy. He got it from surplus, from an estate sale, from an old man that died. He bought the estate. But you won't see no more of these military towers.
No, they use cell phones now.
Yeah, well, a cell phone, you still have to have a tower for a cell phone.
Actually, it's all satellite now, Oog.
I guess when we pulled out, we left everything there.
Yeah, everybody talks through Darkstar.
Oh, the satellite?
That's right, Darkstar Judy.
Like your dad, Kenny, you should have pulled out earlier.
W1MSG.
Foil hat, and you're good to go. A X-beam for your head.
Oh, thank you.
Dog's upset. Judy broke the microwave.
Jesus Christ. How often do you use the microwave?
I don't. She does.
Daily if he wants to eat.
What, Judy can't cook?
She's Irish.
Oh, God, you're right. I know. My wife's Irish. Okay, I understand.
She knows how to make corned beef and cabbage, don't she?
No. If you can't boil it, she can't make it.
Potatoes, potatoes, potatoes.
She's just going to go out and buy one because she's going to be sick of you yelling about it.
Oh, yeah, and she's going to probably hire the two guys to come in to put it in.
You can't put it in?
Of course I can, but if she's going to go out and buy one, she's going to have somebody to put it in.
Well, I mean, usually they do it for free if you buy it. Well, at least over here. If you go to Home Depot or something, they might charge you a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah, I was being kind.
I'm going to take a run over to Avon tomorrow to look at the Lowe's surplus outlet there.
Go right down to Warrendale and be done with it.
Yeah, you can do pretty good. Like I said, I mean, if you don't find anything, definitely stop over at what do you call it, sir? I mean, they got a really good selection, and they're fantastic on customer service.
Oh, over in Hanover there?
No. The one over here in Jackson Square in Weymouth. Goddamn. George Washington Toma.
Good appliance store.
I walked in. I said, hey, I bought one there. I bought the original one there. I said, this is what I have. And I'm like, give me something in the middle of the road. They walked over. I'm like, okay, this one. And then they came. They installed it. It was done.
So you mean they screwed it in and plugged it in?
Yeah, pretty much. It was at the other house. I didn't want to go over there, you know what I mean? Let them go over and deal with her. The one I have at my house, I got mine at Best Buy. It's like it's a Samsung, or is it an LG? I don't remember. And it's like, it's not real tall. So it's kind of miniature. And cost me like $1,200 for the stupid thing.
It's kind of like everything in your house, right, Dave?
Except my penis.
That's ultra pasteurized.
Yeah. Not sure what that means, but yeah.
Exciting conversations, and it's all live on the tube.
You really think things would change, Craig?
No, not really. I was listening on 7.200 earlier today. Wow, that place it gives me chills thinking about the old 3910.
The only thing that's missing is the traffic net.
Or the Tesla net.
Using though, it gets boring really fast. It's just one guy talking over everybody.
Oh, that don't happen here.
No, as long as you're quiet.
Oh, no. Oh, no, you didn't.
Just listen. And Kenny, you're going to be known for that for life.
They're going to take away these frequencies.
Not in our lifetime. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, plus we still got 11 meters.
We always got 11 meters.
We're still here.
Yeah, they're going to pry radios from people. Good luck with that.
If they didn't take the frequencies away when Suckbag was around, they never will.
I mean, just look at Nearfest. You see a whole bunch of old, dirty, rusty people just standing around eating sausages.
I think he's talking about you, Mark.
That's a pretty good description, Kenny.
Sausage fest.
Yeah, Kenny, and who do you think you're talking to?
Hell, that's about the only reason I go is to get a sausage.
It's a good thing. I could probably go downstairs and make a sausage right now, and I'll be all fine because my wife blew up the microwave, and I don't use that.
And Dave showed up in a Dunkin' Donuts suit.
Hey, Ogie.
Yes, sir.
She didn't blow it up. I broke in. I stole the tube out of it. I'm not giving it back until you give me my lawn furniture.
Oh, come on, I already made money off your lawn furniture.
Was it worth it, Oog?
Not really, but the crabby old lady that bought it thought it was cool. Archie, Rob had that pink metal stuff with the plastic coating on it.
I bet it was very festive amongst the flamingos in Rainbow Rally blow-ups.
Speaking of that, I still have a few of his flamingos left. And they're not even the real ones. These are metal.
Oh, my.
So, Oogie, when are you going to get a Hermes?
I am really on the fence about that right now.
Oogie's had herpes a long time.
Hey, Brian.
What's going on, Craig? Hello, everybody. I'm on YXC.
Hi, Brian. Shut up.
Love you, too.
Baby, want to help you out of market basket.
I can feel the love.
Hey, Pete's out of market basket.
Good afternoon, Bill, Brian, Pete, Greg, all. Howdy, all. Pete, how many stickers did you get? I didn't get a one. It was a towel ad. I don't know if they were Muslim or whatever. I had my own groceries.
Did he call them towel heads?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
sounded a little racist coming from a Democrat.
Feeling kind of uncomfortable.
You're supposed to be inclusive.
I hate everybody equally.
Feeling uncomfortable.
What do you expect? He drives a Subaru.
No, don't have to be comfortable no more. You can call it queer, faggot, anything else. New world.
Wow.
Wow.
You can't do
said
that.
he didn't get no little orange sticker.
See what you started, Brian.
W1MSG at 10.
I'm sorry.
Give me 2X on a 10.
And one BMT.
K1 QT.
And one DRS.
And one YXE. What are you talking on tonight, Jay?
I'm on my Hermes.
On your Hermes, it sounds like you're on a walkie-talkie with a hand mic.
Yeah, I'm on a Kenwood mic. I wired it up earlier. I didn't want to put anything, I didn't want to run all the audio stuff. I just wanted to fool with it, update it, and get it ready to go back on the counter.
Hi, just not your Maloney self.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Let Dirk talk.
Hello, Dirk. Sorry, I heard him in there before everybody decided to go.
Good afternoon, all.
How you doing, Dirk?
Sounding marvelous, even mobile.
Good afternoon, Dirk.
What's going on tonight, all? How about you, Pete? I've been back here around all afternoon. Went home, helped my wife, and dropped him off, went to Market Basket, and headed my way home. But other than that, I haven't done a thing.
Think he was in the closet, didn't he?
Can you feel that? That's me patting you on the back.
Where's MFG?
Oh, I'm here, Dirk. I'm here.
Good afternoon, Greg.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Not too bad here.
Whoa.
What?
Did somebody say, what?
You all right?
Yeah, that was it exactly. Wedding cake.
I figured it was something.
Who got married today?
I knew it.
You didn't go to the government building to do it? No, because I told him she only had 3 days to work. So you don't believe in God. You went to a chaplain.
Yeah, I got to step away, guys. W1MSG, I'll be back after a bit.
Catch you later.
I have no words.
I think he said he's constipated.
Something like that.
I think he said after they left the church, then they consummated.
I get consummated if I eat too much cheese.
Yeah.
Not that I'm racist or anything like that.
Hey, check this out.
Listen.
You went to aviation, didn't you?
Yep,
Well, listen, how come you didn't continue your education?
I did. I went to college in aeronautics after that.
He had 2 jobs in aeronautics too, Kenny.
Yeah, well, like I said, I don't know if I told you guys didn't let me finish my story. The chair of the department of engineering at Buffalo State, he told me, he said, the reason why you don't see no blacks in engineering is because they are not admitting them in there.
That's what it is.
And you know what? And you know
It's
what?
not that they would get dumb or anything.
Are you ready? Listen, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay. Well, at the University of Buffalo, they weren't admitting white people into the School of Engineering. The only way that you could get into the School of Engineering was if you was you had
Indian?
Like you have to have a 4.0 GPA, or you had to be Asian. It was only Asian and Indian students that was being admitted.
Hey, Kenny.
Kenny, actually, in my job, most of the quality engineers I'm dealing with are either Asian or Indians.
Well, it's not because they're smarter. I think it has something to do with the government. The government was pushing Asians and Indians for engineering school. And Charles Beasley told me, he said, the chair of the engineering department, he said, well, I'll send you back over.
We had it earlier, but it's gone again.
Hey, Kenny.
Huh?
Hey, Kenny, you ever just realize that maybe the candidates were too dumb?
No. White people and black people, they're just as smart as the Asians.
Hey, Kenny.
We just don't apply ourselves.
Hold on, I disagree there. Those damn Asians are smart.
Yeah.
No.
30, 40 of them can live in a 5x5 room.
You can see it with
They don't need a pack of Newports to keep them disciplined either.
The illegal aliens be put up at the Waldorf Astoria. Are they better than Americans?
If the father figure's not there, too. Why can't they be Asian American?
Yeah, wait a minute. Why are the illegals being put up at first-class hotels and sent to the Cape and all that shit? Are they better?
Are we still alive?
Kenny, how do we go from engineering to illegal immigrants in the hotel?
Homeschool them.
I'm explaining it to you. Okay, for whatever reason, they were only admitting Asians and Indians and those kind of people into the engineering school. That's all that they were.
I think I'd rather talk about audio.
They were trying to China.
Audio.
They were trying to bring those skills over to China. Maybe they didn't want those skills in the United States. Maybe they were trying all of those skills.
What about Broadway musicals?
Yeah.
I'd rather talk about the afterbirth of a small white mouse.
Growing up in New York City, I can tell you all the Asian kids on the block, they were barely ever outside to play ball with. Their parents kept them in the house, and they made them study all damn day. And my senior year in high school, I was in advanced physics, and I was going to pursue engineering, but all the Asian kids in my class, I felt so stupid. I was like, yeah, maybe engineering's not for me.
Yeah, well, listen, I didn't go to aviation. I went to a business school, and, I went to class in physics, but I passed physics, chemistry, organic chemistry, and all those different subjects. I wasn't the brightest student, but then again, they didn't teach those subjects in the slum.
Yeah, we had a program on Commodore 64s, and we were in partners. So me and my buddy, we did the program. It was like 2.5 pages. The Asian kids, they had it on half a page with graphics and all kinds of stuff. I was like, how the hell did they do that?
Well, listen, up at the University of Buffalo, the girl came in, EOP office crying because she failed the subject. So the professor...
Anybody want to talk about the afterbirth?
She took the...
you sad student.
She snatched the paper out of the professor's hand and graded it, and she said it was a B.
Yep. Okay, enough of that. We got the point. You and I we grew up similar areas, so everybody understands. Crap, we're not on the 20 yet.
Hey, Kenny, you got screwed.
No, I didn't get screwed. Listen, I'm sitting here in my home. It's had put $1,000 worth of oil in here. I'm sitting on 3/4 of an acre, and I'm not complaining about none.
Awesome, good.
That's it.
No, I'm just saying that, listen, they got, they still...
Listen? Come on, stop that.
Universities and white universities. That's because they didn't want white doctors working on black people. Listen! Morehouse Man.
I used to love this radio.
Down in D.C., I can't remember the name of it. They're still historically black colleges. Because they didn't want black people to go to school with white people. And they're financed by the government.
Go kill something and eat it.
There you go. KB2X on a 20. Any future Hermes radios on this frequency needs a special permit to be voted by the committee.
Need a Hermes permit?
That's it.
Approved by the committee?
That's it. You can marshal it.
You got to show us your blister.
Yeah, Martin Luther King was a Morehouse man. Why do they have
Oh, my God.
black colleges still in America if there's no such
All right, calm down, Kenny. Take your medication. Take your damn medication. Calm down. Calm down, Kenny.
Get the sand out of your vagina and calm down. It'll be all right.
No, I'm just saying that's a simple question. If there's no such thing as racism, why do they still have these colleges around?
You know how I'm going to answer
Which
that.
college?
You already know.
Which one?
Sandra Day.
Do we have any all-white colleges?
She was a Supreme Court Justice, Sandra Day. If you read
the
her
Ivory
debate,
League.
you'll find race does matter in this country.
Yep.
I used the race.
KC1, BOF.
Again?
Kilo Charlie 1, Bravo Oscar Foxtrot.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to talk a minute about what you guys are talking about, if you don't mind.
Okay, it was a one-way conversation, but shoot.
Okay, listen, I think I talked to you before. As a matter of fact, a gentleman just came back from aeronautics. I think I asked you a question about airplanes, maybe about 8 months ago, a year. Anyway, my comment is that I'm a retired aerospace engineer. I work for Lockheed Martin and United Technologies. And I'm now retired. I'm 81 years old. But I noticed in my career there were very, very few minorities. And I often wonder about that. And the comments were, well, they're just not interested, whether it was women, Asians, African Americans, blacks, yellows. They're just not interested in engineering. And I had a discussion today about what we need in this country is more engineers, because I'm not trying to plug engineers. Whether it's aerospace, it was an aerospace engineer. I worked on military technology fighters. But I find a lot of people are just not interested in it, and I think that's a real shame. I think that we really need engineers. That's what's going to make this country great. So that's my comment, and I'm satisfied and just listening, guys. Thank you very much for letting me come in. Kilo Charlie 1, Bravo Oscar Foxtrot.
No. We need less engineers, more carpenters and mechanics.
Well, the reason why...
I'm not going to say more, but I'm saying there's no question that we need more of the tradespeople, machinists, CNC operators, people like that. No question about that. You're right, you're correcting me.
And then white people to be working on white people.
Machine operators, those kinds of people, but we need engineers too. And if you look back in history, a perfect example is World War II, the Germans.
All right, everybody's trying to talk over everybody. Why don't you back down and take it one at a time? I don't want to.
Those people had in World War II.
Yeah, why should we?
You would fall off your chair.
Because I said so, that's why.
Is the Flying Wing, which is now our premier stealth aircraft for long-range bombing. Actually was developed by the Germans in 1944, I think. And then we came out with the B-40, no, I forget what the number was, but there was a flying wing about 1948 in this country, and that was patterned right after the German technology that they got after the war ended, and now we're flying the B-2, which is advanced technology flying wing. So engineers count, and so do mechanics. I agree with you.
Yeah, didn't they used to call that the chicken?
Somebody's got to drive the damn trains.
I don't know what they called it.
Well, I was going for a job, and the veteran officer, he told me, he said, listen, you sit down. I was in Sunnyvale, California. Listen! Sit down and shut up. He told me, he said, listen.
He didn't listen.
The black doctor.
I'm going to start over DV.
Panel display. And he told me the Japanese stole it from him. And if you sit down and shut up, I'm going to call a guy up and try to get you a job at his company.
In my career working at those two companies
and stuff like that, they sat down there. This is what Trump is talking about, and they're stealing all of our all the stuff that's discovered in America. They're stealing all our inventions, and we're stupid enough to think that they're smarter than us.
Okay, let me see if I have it here. Hold on a minute, everybody. If you're going to have a long-winded conversation, go find another frequency so the rest of us can get in here and do a little bit of talking.
AC-1, BOF, I'm sorry if I interrupted you guys. I apologize.
Look at that Waxon walkie-talkie for $50. I mean, I think you could probably get one for $20. I mean, you know, what about the American programmer that sat down all day and programmed and stuff like that? So all those royalties, you could take them and throw them in the garbage. Just design it over. Let China steal all our inventions. You're 100% right. And Americans are stupid enough to think that China is smarter than us. Maybe they are, but they're stealing all that. I think it's called property rights and all that. Look, I'm not a law person, but they don't pay royalties for nothing. They just steal it and then sell it back to us.
They didn't steal it. Biden sold it to them.
Well, Obama gave a bunch away, so did Clinton's intellectual property, Kenny.
Yeah, so what you're saying is that they're smarter than us because they're stealing all of our... Listen, I didn't do it. I didn't invent it. The American engineer, they designed it. And not only that, the investor invested in it. And then China turns around and takes it, and they don't give no royalties or nothing.
Look what them bastards did to the light bulb.
Yeah, but they can make all kinds of stuff. But if somebody doesn't manufacture it, it's useless.
It was wasn't Larry, like in the late 90s. That's when, like, manufacturing just... After that NAFTA agreement, that was a stupid agreement Bush did between Mexico and Canada. But after that, if you notice, everything got outsourced overseas.
And not because they were smarter, because they could get slave labor.
Thank God somebody designed a fork with 4 tongs instead of 3. I don't know what I'll do.
I'm going to start an aglet factory.
Isn't that a salad fork with 3 tongs?
Isn't that a twike?
I forget what you call them.
Hey, listen. This is really... I was talking to this college professor the other day, and he told me that the only reason that the Japanese are into engineering and everything is that we thought we won the war back in the 40s, but they're going to win we won the battle. They're going to win the war. We're taking us over with engineers.
Yeah, but even in Japan, they're outsourcing all their manufacturing to Singapore and Taiwan and Vietnam.
No, listen what I'm saying here.
Oh, God, another one?
Who's the idiot that invented the seatbelt? Just think how less populated it would be if it was never invented.
Exactly. I bet it was a Japanese guy that didn't invent it.
N2CJS.
Who invented the damn catalytic converter for the friggin' ass of the cow? Jeez, I don't know. Do we really need everything?
He designed the Saturn V rocket. Yes, he did. The German. He was a Nazi. But believe it or not, the rocket was designed right here in Worcester County, and they threw him out of here by Robert Goddard. Robert Goddard designed the rocket at Clark University.
The Chinese, in God knows how many thousands of years ago, they came up with the first rocket. Yeah. Joe, is that you in there?
No, Robert Goddard, he came up with a belt of some kind.
Yeah, Goddard.
Joe, is that you? N2CJF?
Clock. Oh, my God.
Joe, what are you doing out there?
Crap made him leave.
No, this is actually his apprentice. Sorry about that.
Oh, the apprentice.
Yeah, it's my first time on ham radio, and he's in the other room right now.
Oh, don't let us scare you away.
No, he told me all about this guy, and while I don't 100% agree with what he's saying, I do respect everybody.
Who is this?
My name is Cole.
What's your call? Did you say Cole?
Yeah, but I'm using Joe's call right now.
Gotcha.
Poor Joe.
Confused there for a minute. Tell Joe to teach you how to turn the amplifier on. That cheap bastard.
Oh, I can turn it on.
Joe don't know how to turn it on. How's he supposed to teach anybody?
No, I know how to turn it on. Let me do it real quick.
Sizzle crack. Why does that thought always stick in my head?
I'm just glad somebody came up with the pointed shovel instead of the flat one.
I got a flat pointed shovel. KB2X 31.
KB10OG.
KB1RYO. KB10WO.
November 1, Yankee X-ray Echo.
Hey, Brian, I got a tuna fork.
You got a tuna fork?
Yeah, I got a big stainless steel pitchfork.
There you go.
Was good for 160.
No, actually, you took it off a fishing boat.
Yep, we really needed to go from a pitchfork and design a special tuna fork out of stainless steel or something.
What can you tune with it?
Well, I could tune up some fish real quick with it.
I bet it was Japanese that invented that.
I came on one of the boats we bought out of Maine, and I guess from what the guy says, you know, when you bring the nets in, that's what you use to hook the fish with and throw them into the cooler.
Real man would use his hands.
You tell him, Larry.
Back in Larry's day.
Yeah, he had to drop the sails.
Back in my day, we'd just jump in the water and wrestle them into the boat.
Shit, you didn't even have to do that back then. All you had to do was whistle on the beach and they come right up to you. Isn't that what those beach whistles are for?
Kind of like
Beach whistle
in the gay bar.
I appreciate what everybody does. Engineers are needed. Laborers are needed. Laborers are needed more. People need to be able to build the stuff that these people think up, even if it's some useless thing just for somebody to make money on eBay.
I like eBay.
Just think of the guy that had
He's got 16 different ways of pulling pins and pushing buttons, to open it.
Speaking of useless things, where's Mikey tonight?
Spawning?
He has Abby tonight, if I remember right.
Oh, yeah, that's right, too. Okay. He's swimming upriver.
See where the Chinese and the Japanese fall down at. Look at these kids. Look at these kids from the slum. They make this music, and if you steal the lyrics from somebody else's song, you get in trouble. So here's these guys broke, living in the project, and they create these songs and wind up making millions off nothing.
Well, yeah, you steal somebody's lick, man, you're going to end up with a pair of sneakers hanging over your power line, and then it's all over.
Yeah, but that's what it's about. America's about creativity. These guys, they don't have nothing, and somehow they're able to put a couple of words together and snap their fingers and get a crowd. And, it's not only black. You got Vanilla Ice, and you got a whole lot of rap stars and stuff. Here, they made something from nothing. Yeah, but Kenny,
Did he get in trouble for lip syncing and not actually singing?
And people enjoyed it. So they made a brand new form of music. You got to appreciate that.
I do. That's what I'm saying. Now, China and Japan, the only thing they're doing is, not so much Japan, but China is just stealing all our inventions, and they ain't paying America for them.
Yeah, but do you listen to Chinese music? No. Why? Because American music's better. You just gotta, I don't know where you're going with this, Kenny.
Well, I'm talking about creativity. Why don't the Chinese stop copying American patents? Why don't you just shut up and read?
What do you think? Because it's free. Think of all the money they're saving just inventing stuff. They just re-engineer it, and they don't have to. You don't have to pay for it. It's fantastic, and we don't do anything about it. So, who do you blame, them or us?
Oh, you got a good point there. Now that I can't argue with that.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, Kenny, shut up, man. You're an idiot.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, why would you waste your time going through all the process of inventing something when you could just steal it off somebody? Come on, Kenny, get with the game, will you?
Yeah, well, what happens if I go in your house and steal something? Wouldn't you be upset? You'd probably pull out a gun and blow my brains out.
I could probably guarantee it.
Before or after the dog bite?
Yeah, Kenny's an idiot, man.
Hey, Kenny, you want a microwave?
Yeah. The one that you just blew up the tube?
Well, I didn't blow it up. My wife did.
Kenny, shut up, man. You're an idiot.
Flip the breaker back and forth, see if it comes back to life, Oogie.
Oh, yeah, she's into the point now where we're going to holistically repair it, leave it unplugged for a couple of days.
Yeah, Kenny,
I used to have one. You had to unplug it like once a year and plug it back in, and it was good for another year.
Yeah, mine got locked up a couple of weeks ago. Of course, you can't get to the plug because it's over the oven, over the stove, so I had to go down and trip the breaker for 5 minutes, and it came back. I got to replace it, but it's still going after 17 years. Kenny's the only one that makes sense in this frequency.
No, Kenny's an idiot. Kenny, shut up, man.
No, he's not. You leave Kenny alone, damn it.
No, he's an idiot.
No, you're an idiot.
No, you're an idiot.
Oh, I know that, but you're an idiot too.
Thank you. Give him that.
N1AR. Idiot that I am.
Sounds like the same person playing with themselves.
All right, so who's doing all the recording?
Hey, you remember Papo Gijo, the puppet? Kenny, shut up, man. You're an idiot. You remember Ed Telephone and Papo Gijo?
Where's that coming from? Seems like they could find a place to grow up and maybe go to.
No, I think he is grown up. That's as far as he gets.
I think you have a marvelous idea, George.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, good evening, guys, by the way.
Evening, George.
Good evening, George.
What's going on today?
Same old stuff, just a bunch of douchebags.
Yep, there's always a degenerate somewhere, though, isn't there?
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Easy, I'm listening.
Yeah, there's only so much room for idiots on that frequency.
We're pretty much all idioted up.
Well, anyway, good evening, Kenny.
Yes, good evening.
Everybody's got good signals in here tonight.
Yeah, you're about 30 over, 35 over.
Holy smokes. Yep, you're 20 up here, Hancock, Maine, America.
That's because of Chinese radios.
Stolen Chinese radio.
Oh,
Japanese.
Well, the guy told me he bought that 7800, and Nikon shipped their production to China, and he told me how many times that thing went back to the factory. Boy, oh boy, boy, did I laugh.
they're not even, Japan is not even, they even went past China. They're down getting stuff made in like Vietnam now.
Yeah,
I like
they
Japanese stuff.
They shipped production at that time from China to Korea, South Korea. So now they're doing it in Vietnam, you said?
Yeah, for the small stuff. South Korea, we have products. My company, they make them there. They're very, very good, high quality. That's for sure. Well, Samsung, LG, all that's from Korea. But just like in the old days, you bought a Nikon camera because everything was made in Japan. The last Nikon camera I bought 20 years ago, the cheap lens that came with it was made in like Vietnam or something. So the only way you can get lenses made in Japan is to buy the professional series.
Yeah, well, they stole it from Russia. Not Russia, Germany. Germany used to make the best quality. And then something happened, and Japan got better and better at it. And then now I don't know who's making it now. Who's making the optics now? But Germany used to be number one in optics.
Making all this stuff. That's why we're going to take it over.
But no, Nikon still has like, and Canon's pretty good, but Nikon is an optics company. They're still top end, and the camera and all that stuff they stole. Well, not stole it, but basically took over from Leica in Germany. But don't forget, after World War II, they had to build all brand new factories because we bombed them all. So they had the latest and greatest after World War II.
Yeah, and we paid for it.
Roger.
And then, who was it? The guy, he used to work for Polaroid. I think Polaroid and Kodak, they were fighting. And they never went into digital photography. And I guess Polaroid had the original patent. And then, I don't know, Kodak, I can't remember the whole story. But, so now Kodak is down, and what's the other one? Polaroid is down, too. And all of that's in Japan now.
Well, I don't even know who makes film anymore, but Kodak dropped the ball, not following the times, and they went out of business within 2 years after the first digital. I think Canon came out they didn't come out the first one. They're the first ones to bring to market the digital SLR. But you had them cheap ones earlier on anyway.
Well, you don't have any Kodachrome around, Bill?
No, I still got my Nikon FE, and I have a Nikon F3, so I still have that. But the last camera I bought was a D2000 about 15 years ago, maybe longer than that.
You need a camera for it. It doesn't make you remember things.
If I could have went to any school, I would have probably went to RIT. You know, if I could have had the grades and the money and all that. But RIT, my God, that's a good school. Very good school.
What the hell is RIT?
Rensselaer Institute of RIT.
Yeah, Rhode Island Institute of Technology.
It's a top-end engineering school down in Albany. But, yeah, I know bunch of dumbasses that graduated there. I mean, they were smart, but they were just had no common sense.
Rhode Island Institute of Technology.
Transvestite, what?
Yeah, there's some of that everywhere, Bill.
Institute of Technology, Rochester Institute of Technology, and the local
Derry Institute of Technology.
Rochester.
He said
One from Rensselaer to Rochester? Oh, RIP is Rensselaer. Rensselair Polytechnic. RPI. Sorry, I'm bad. RPI is in Rensselaer. Rensselaer Polytechnical Institute. He's talking about Rochester.
Yeah, Bill, if you don't know what the hell you're talking about, just shut your mouth.
Well, I never stopped anybody else on this frequency.
I don't care. Listen to Kenny. Just listen.
You care. We all care.
Hey, Brian.
I've actually got a Care Bear.
Brian.
Everybody group hug.
Brian.
Yes.
You notice how some evenings this frequency is like fun, comical, informative, and that kind of thing. And sometimes you get a bunch of people in that are just racist idiots, and they're showing that they are.
100% correct, George.
Easy certain nights.
I resemble that remark. Don't forget the nights were just 3 hours of audio checks.
George, I agree with you 100%. I can't stand these damn mix.
Wow.
George, you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, George.
I'm Russian, so.
Informative and intellectual tonight.
Yeah, George, make sure you finish hammering that nail into the ground so we don't stub our toe on it.
Hey, it is what it is.
I like rag chewing, not head banging.
Yeah.
Is he gone? If he could only imagine what just ran through my head.
It must have left mine.
I can imagine what you learned.
Damn near come out and ask what kind of rag are you chewing, Kotex or what? But I won't say it. I won't know. I'm not going to know.
I'm not going to repeat the story that I've said several times about an old girlfriend.
Straighten the blood clots through your teeth?
No, getting a phone call the next morning. Does it come out of me, or do I have to go to the hospital and get it surgically removed?
Uh-oh. I know, Brian, one job I had on night shift, I worked afternoon shift, so I had the machine shop to myself. And then the cleaning lady, she go through to clean the bathroom, and I'm looking at her cart. She has all Tampax or whatever. So every time I went by, every other night or whatever, I grab one or two of them. I go in my boss's office and put them in each one of his desk drawers.
Yeah, I bet you put them in a drawer.
Uh-huh.
Probably your drawers.
You see, Bill, you can laugh about that now, but back then, they didn't have trans people.
Oh, that's true. I would have probably got fired nowadays if I did it.
I got a promotion.
You mean Bill wasn't alive back then?
No, back then they waited till like Saturday night or Sunday night to get dressed up and go to their little parties.
It wasn't in every Netflix movie back then.
See how far we progressed?
That's it. Oh, man, we're doing so good.
Frequency in here, will you?
Well, I guess they're what you call they're out of their closet.
Out of their closet and in your face.
Yeah, well, you know that Pete Buttigieg or whatever his name is, and he was running for president, you know.
Well, you know what his real name is, right?
I mean, I wouldn't hold it against him if he was gay. The guy's a jerk, so definitely ain't going to vote for him.
Yeah, you'd like to hold it against him.
They're all friggin' jerks, man. Every single one of them. I think they're all jerks.
His real name is Pete. I bought a kid. I bought a couple kids.
The only person you can trust is President Trump.
Hey, Zucchini.
Hey, Dave, shut up.
Dave.
You in there? I can't hear him.
Dave. Hello, Dave.
No, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. I got you. Go ahead, buddy.
All right, I sent the email to Jimmy to ship you a white quarter-inch easy button.
That's pleasant.
Okie dokie. All right, that sounds great, and I really appreciate that, buddy. So, yeah, okay. Thank you kindly. I do appreciate it.
Let's see if Jimmy does it.
Where's my money, man?
Oh, I don't know. You didn't ask me for that part yet.
Is Dave still in there?
No, Dave's not
He'll
here.
say checks in the mail.
It all depends which Dave you're talking about.
I know. This has become the Dave and Bob channel.
Yes, it is definitely the Dave and the Bob channel. I'm Dave.
Are y'all talking about
and I don't know,
Dunkin'
he's
Donuts,
Bob.
Dave?
How's that?
We got like 2-3 Daves there, Kenny, and like a boatload to fill the Mayflower Bobs.
Yeah, but there was only one Dave that came to Nearfest with a Dunkin' Donuts suit on.
Yes, I'm still here. I'm doing something, but I'm here.
There you go.
DRS, the dirty rotten scoundrel.
Dunkin' Donuts, Dave.
Dirty rotten scoundrel.
Triple D?
Triple D.
I'm here. What do you want, Kenny?
No, they were talking about which Dave. And
Roger.
There's only one Dunkin' Donuts Dave.
There's only one Dave anyway.
The former Dave is now identifying as a long, skinny green vegetable.
Oh, wait a minute here. I am the original Dave. I was the first Dave on this frequency. So I want all the credit to go to me because I am the original Dave. So I claim this frequency in the name of Dave. Thank you very much. And this is November 1 Italian Zucchini Injector.
Go and check yourself.
Hey, Zucchini.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. To all my loyal fans, I'd love to thank you all.
Zucchini.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
The only problem is Dave DRS has a number 27 Quahog net number. You don't have one.
I chuck my Quahog.
You need a Quahog number. Sorry about that. In fact, listening to you, I stopped eating zucchini.
I have my own number. It's 10W40.
Oh, he missed that. He didn't hear it.
No, he didn't.
Okay. Are you listening, Dave?
Yes, I am listening. Oh.
I'll say it again. Just because of you, I stopped eating zucchinis.
No, I want to know why. You're hurting my feelings, man, and I really want to know why you're doing that because I just feel like I might be wrecking your life, and I don't know it. And if I am, I definitely want to take credit for it. There, go ahead.
Yeah, and you want to try harder too, right?
No.
Yeah.
I don't want to bother anybody. I never did.
Dave, we got to send you some more ducks for your Jeep.
Yeah, I need 20 more.
There should be a TV show called 3833.
RYO George.
If you'd like good times.
Hey, George?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, in those pictures, what kind of goats are those with those kind of ears? I've never seen a goat with ears that big.
Those are all Nubians.
Those are Nubians, huh? Okay. It's weird to see. The ear is, bigger than the head.
Oh, yeah. Yep, no, they got that big Roman nose and, huge ears.
Yeah, they're cool-looking goats. But I've never seen goats with ears like that before, so I had to find out. Okay, very good.
Yep, they're the best kind. You got to come to Maine, see?
Hey, Tommy.
I will get there. Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Tommy, you don't even have to go to Maine to see him. All you got to go to is Roxbury. Yeah, they got Nubian Village there now. It used to be called Dudley Station.
Okay. Hey, what's the most confusing day in Roxbury?
Oh, of course, Father's Day.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah, they had the one-man march.
Oh no.
Here we
Sure was a nice day.
Cold, wind, 2-3 miles an hour, just enough to cut through you if you're outside.
Yeah, I got 27 degrees right now, and I'm hoping it's going to get warmer and warmer and warmer.
We had no wind at all and blue skies. Just a really nice day today. It was crisp, maybe 26 or 8, but just beautiful.
You know what I found out today?
That worked for us.
What's that, Tommy?
Let me see, I have it. Yeah, I found out that California is running out of water. Can you imagine that? So now they've taken the super scoops, which are the planes they fly to, spray water on it. They're getting in between the swells in the ocean, and they're sucking up 1,500 gallons of seawater at a time and dumping that on the fire.
Imagine how many sharks you're going to find in the forest.
Yeah, I don't know. Terrible, but hopefully they get ahead of it.
Imagine how many sharks you're going to find laying in the middle of a forest.
Well, hopefully it'll kill the fire. Okay, now.
Kilo Golf Kilo.
Kilo Golf Kilo?
Yeah, good evening. Our monster scoopers are doing a good job out there in Los Angeles, over.
They certainly are.
You're missing a number.
Somebody came back with something just before this. I was going to go back to figure out what it was, but I'll have to defer.
Well, they better love them scoopers. It's the only goddamn thing they got out there.
Yeah, and they're coming out of Canada.
Yeah, one got hit by a drone.
Scoopers, or is it just
I don't know if that's
regular
operational.
scoopers? I kind of want to know.
Yeah, it's back up.
That's pretty bad, Crap, even in New York State, we got like 4 helicopters. They got the Bambi buckets for that.
And what happened to all the drone sightings? All of a sudden, bingo, nothing.
Imagine that.
Yeah. How that happens?
Yeah, they're all over in California right now, smashing in the aircraft.
Good morning, NNJB.
Hey, Cliff, what's going on?
Hey, Cliff.
My niece out in the middle of that mess says she's safe right now. She just hopefully that these winds will go down tomorrow.
Boy, I guess. Yep. Your thoughts must be with her.
Can you imagine, though? She had friends of hers that just signed the papers 2 days ago in a brand new house, all ready to move in.
That's a sad thing out there. Man, I feel sorry for everybody.
Everybody talks about the insurance, but all of your family heirlooms and pictures and everything that you have, that's a big thing.
Oh, it's major,
I have it. Let me see.
And it's kind of tough when all that you have is what you're wearing, the clothes on your back, and you have nothing else, and you've worked your whole life to, get a house and everything else like that, and it's just gone.
Yep. I lost my garage there one time in 2006, and 2 weeks later I realized the only thing that I didn't have. 2 weeks later I realized that I did not even have a Phillips screwdriver.
What about that 10-millimeter socket?
Could you imagine, right? Now think about it, guys. This is crap that nobody's thinking about. So you lost everything. You work for a living, right? And so you lost everything, okay? Think about it. So you're like a working slob like me, or whoever else, the next guy, right? You have no job to go to. You have no clothes. You have no food. Where are you going to stay? I mean, a lot of people probably don't even have places to stay. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, a lot of this is really bad for a lot of people. I mean, these rich people on there that are playing up to the camera and all of this, the theatrics, they're rich, man. You know, I mean, they're probably going to have crazy insurance. They're going to get paid for, but like the working schmucks, man, just think about it. You know, you don't even have any clothes yet. Literally have nothing, man. Nothing.
Yeah, Dave, in my small town, there's only 1,000 people in our town, and between the three towns, you know, people get burned out, and the generosity is overwhelming. Clothes, money, you know, they'll have whatever, a drive to raise money and all that stuff. So, at least I still live in kind of a nice neighborhood.
Yeah, well, those rich people...
Yeah, you know, it's just like, I'm thinking here, right? I have all conservation land behind me, all right?
Right here on Wall Street.
You know, and it's like, what happens if that crap goes up? You know, so it makes you wonder and think, and it makes you... You know, what if this happened to me, you know? And, you know, you go on, like, Facebook and all of that, and you hear all the dickheads putting their asshole comments in, because that's what they are. They're friggin' assholes doing that. Until it happens to you, and then it's a different story, you know? I mean, rich people, they'll bounce back, you know, but they, you know, you got to think of this stuff, too. They work for their money also. So kind of like everybody's in the same boat, you know, but it's the small stuff you lose, like the family heirlooms and all that other crap, like he was saying earlier. It's just a bad situation. It really sucks, and it's all because of bad friggin' decisions in a state. You know, I mean, let's feel good. We'll paint rainbow fire hydrants, but they'll cut the water off. You know, it makes no sense. I mean, that is bad decisions, and that's why this happened. That's why it just blows my mind, because you need to cut back and work on the forestry and all of that stuff, whatever they do to, you know, mitigate the garbage, you know, the fire. And, you know, they need to keep the water coming and not worry about a little fish. And you know, and this is what happens. And it's just horrible for everybody. It really is. N1IZI.
Man, anybody, well, KB2X on the one. Let them sign.
N1NJB.
N1BMT.
K1QT. N1ARO.
What it is, a lot of them out there isn't so much they're rich, it's just like the paper town. Everyone's trying to get into the paper mill. Does the paper out there? There's every little kid right out of college, we'll say, so to speak. They'll go from Boston, being photography school or whatever school. They'll go to the West Coast, like my niece did, and it's all a little clique of kids that are just surviving out there, but their cameras and stuff are in the $8,000 to $10,000 range. And they're all trying to work their butt off out there. Some of the poorer people, they're just to survive, to make it big. So it's kind of like you do a film with no money to try to get the big bucks.
So, anybody read the article there? In the middle there of the fires is a J. Paul Getty Museum, and I forgot how many acres around it, but that didn't burn. Everything burned all around it except the museum, and there's some ancient stuff in that museum apparently, but I did a little reading on it. I guess the chick in charge of the place, she made sure of the groundskeepers, she had fire breaks in. This is all done previously that she had put in. Fire breaks, and she had the ground crew cleaning up dead brush and all that. So everything burnt around the museum except the museum.
Kudos to her.
Yeah, smart lady.
Imagine that.
Yep.
We went into this old dive. They condemn it if it's around this area here in Maine. This old theater, they give us the keys to the theater while I was out there. And these other people come out just making some kind of a commercial in there. But that was the worst dive you can imagine. So you kind of wonder where, you know, what you see on TV isn't really what the effects of the place is. I mean, there's more dives out there than you can imagine. That they're trying to make it big. And then when they get real poor out there, the photography crew, then they go to some place and have to shoot porn. But it is, I'm telling you what. Well, one thing about it, they where was it, Pasadena? That they were all working together with brooms and shovels, trying to get through the mess. So one thing about it, didn't matter what nationality, race, religion you were, they were all working together. That's the positive side.
Cliff, the moral of that story is I could have been a rich man. Maybe I should have done porn.
My niece keeps teasing me out there. She goes, Uncle, I got a job out here for you. What are you talking about? She goes, you could be a flopper. I said, I don't even want to ask. So I asked her, she goes, what's that? She goes, well, you kind of keep the actors in the spirit, she says, when the cameras are down. But I met a lot of them young kids. I mean, they're just barely making a living. Everyone thinks California's, further rich and famous, but you get a group of kids that are trying to survive at $2,200, $3,000 a month apartments out there, and they're the ones that are doing all the grunt work for all the rich people up on the hill. I met this kid out there that was a friend of my niece. He graduated from Boston, and then he went out to California and met him, and he's the one that does all the introductions in these films. There, all the forward, all the things where all the names and all that. He said, I got to go up on them hills. I never know who the hell I'm going to meet. He did all the introductions in that last movie that, I can't think of her name is there, that played in Pretty Woman there. Roberts. What's her name? Roberts, I guess the last name. Yeah, he had to work with that whole crew there with all them electric vehicles.
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts, here we go.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah.
Has Denny been around?
I think he was in earlier. I'm not sure. He was in yesterday for sure.
Okay. I just hadn't heard him, so I was wondering if everything was okay.
Well, I heard him on 3900 this morning.
Then I guess everything's okay. Thanks, Brian.
You're welcome, Oogie.
No problem, Tommy.
Oh, well.
Yeah, those people are, they'll be okay. Each time one of those records play, they get royalties. Or each time somebody, they put one of those television shows on, movies on, they get royalties from it.
I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about the people like you and I.
When they go to rebuild and find out that their section where their house was now has to be a 3 or 4 family home, or it'll take them, especially in California. Man, you can imagine how many years it's going to take just to get a damn permit to rebuild.
Yeah, but where are you going to find the material to build?
Don't worry, they got money. They'll find it. Most of their money is down there on Wall Street. A home is not an investment, believe it or not. If you got a $1 million house, that'll, they have much, much more than that. They're probably living off their interest, those aristocrats. I used to live in Santa Barbara.
Yeah, they got friggin' houses everywhere. It's not like the average guy. They just moved into one of their other houses that's fully stocked with everything they need.
Hey, but you can't put a price tag on love.
Not an investment.
Kenny.
How does that work?
Yeah, hey, Kenny.
How does that work? You buy a house for... why are people still flipping houses if that don't work?
Well, a house is not an investment. A house is somewhere to live. Like Warren Buffett. He's not worried about a house. He's got houses all over the place.
Kenny.
Real estate is the best investment you can make, Kenny.
Hello, Kenny.
It's the only thing besides taxes and debt that are positive.
Let me see if I got this.
Jimmy Buffett
Kenny.
doesn't have to worry about a house anymore.
Okay, Kenny.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't care about the rich people, the stars, the people that have records and movies and all that stuff. It's the common person that's out there that's going to suffer. All these rich people, hey, they don't give a damn. They can just build anything they want to build. Maybe 2 or 3 or 4 of them. It's the common person that's the one that's going to suffer out there.
Besides, all the attention's off North Carolina. At least they're not cold in California out in the street.
Yeah, I was looking at one interview today. I didn't realize a whole bunch of homes in like L.A., they don't even build them with heaters or air conditioning because temperatures, whatever, 70 degrees all year long.
Rob, what's off Carolinas?
I says there's still thousands of people without power and everything else, and everybody's focused on California. At least it's climate friendly. Did anyone see the article of the people waiting in line to get propane?
Oh, not only that, in North Carolina, I guess FEMA kicked a whole bunch of people out of their temporary housing. Sorry, you're up. You got to get out.
Yeah, well, if you ain't got money, you don't belong in California. That's what I did. I got the hell out of there.
If you got half a brain, you get out of California.
Yeah, well, you know what? See, I got stationed out there in the military. I was stationed at Moffett Field, right in the middle of Silicon Valley. I was homeless when I was in the Navy.
San Jose.
Yeah, I was stationed out there too, 29 stumps.
And we had BAQ and BHA, the housing assistance from the military, but that couldn't cover it. We had 3 and 4 and 5 people living in one apartment.
Just like the college days.
Home Depot, and there's you can't imagine how many people are in Home Depot trying to work for half price that are illegals.
Oh, that's been going on for 30 years.
Oh, I'd be pissed if I were the illegals that are already here.
It's kind of funny.
I will talk to you guys later on. I'm gonna go upstairs so everybody have a marvelous evening, and I might come back. N1IZI. Have a good night, guys.
Hey, go catch a striper.
Okay.
Love you, my friend, but it's going to have to wait a few months.
Yeah, I know. There's no holdovers. It's too cold, so I got to wait, too. But I'll be out there come spring.
Catch you later, Dave.
Stay out.
See you later, Dave. N1NJBA.
Is he?
Have a good one, guys. Thanks a lot. And, yeah, it's springtime fishing. All right, 7-3 from November 1, India, Zulu, India. The voice of, I don't know where anymore. Who cares? No one cares. So I don't even say it anymore. It's just, I know when I'm not one, I'm leaving.
Just fix your audio. It sucks.
7-3, Dave. I'll catch up with you later.
Hey, Dave, can I make a suggestion?
How are you going to get a phone call?
Sad Oogie, go ahead. Just grill me and get it over.
My audio sucks.
Okay, Dave. All I want you to do is one thing, and that is shut up.
See, I knew it. Now, you know what? I should punish this frequency and stay on the frequency now. And you can blame Oogie for all of this, because Oogie is very naughty.
Bow.
Yeah, fix him. Go ahead, fix him, Dave.
That's okay. I'm going to call his trophy wife, and I'll speak with her.
That'll teach him a lesson.
It's unbelievable.
Is that Dave off teaching